girls, welcome back to the podcast. We've got some very, very exciting guests today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves in one moment, but I'm just going to explain what we're doing. We're going to start by doing some Mr. and Mrs. with our very, very special guests. So I'm going to take you over to them now and let them introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Abby.
And I'm Abby's boyfriend. Do you know what? Actually, for the first time the other day, someone went, "Oh, you're Abby's boyfriend, aren't you?"
Really?
But I am Temp's mate in Chelsea. And Abby's boyfriend.
Yeah.
More importantly, Abby's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to start with some questions. The first questions I've got for you guys are going to be joint questions.
Yep.
So, obviously, just put your pink up for Abby or your white brush up for David.
Cool. Yeah.
Ready? Let's start. So, first question is, who has the best fashion sense?
Oh, fucking easy.
It has to be. Well, one right, girls.
Woo!
Girls. And you said the girls on the podcast. One right.
Same girl, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I forgot where she was. Right, who made the first move?
Oh.
Oh!
Did he say different?
Yeah.
You made the first move.
You got your mate to come up to me in the club and say Abby's single.
I'm talking about the time before that, but yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Bit of a torn answer there.
Definitely Abby.
From the reaction, I think so too. It's like me with Ollie Mears. Right, who is the most forgetful?
Oh, easy.
What did you
I
go?
can't even remember which colour's me, so probably me, isn't it?
I think that one might be you. We'll give you the crown
I
there.
don't know about that.
No, you are so
You
forgetful.
conveniently forget stuff.
No, you left your phone on a golf course and just left it there and then walked around with it. No, it's forgetful. No, it's you.
Oh, we've got rows on the first questions, you know. We ain't even got to question 5 yet, guys. Don't know if they'll be leaving together or leaving separately, this one. Right, this one could be, there might be a little bit of an argument about this one.
Oh.
Who's the messiest?
No question.
It seems like there's questions over this side,
but
David.
It's organised mess though.
I get you on that one.
Organised mess, but I'll go with me. But I know where stuff is, so organised
But I
mess.
don't know where my stuff is.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I just hide it, stuff it in drawers. Yeah.
I'm still looking for my shoehorn, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It's in the bin.
You'll have to buy me a new
down
one.
the toilet.
There you
Yeah.
go. Right, who is the first one to admit they're wrong? You're a woman, so I feel like it's going to be the white one.
Yeah, I'm so stubborn. I can't lie.
Best way to be.
Yeah.
Best way to be.
Go to the ends. Yeah.
Right, who's the most romantic?
Yeah, has to be.
Has to be the man.
Yeah.
Has
I
to
don't
be.
think I've actually done anything romantic, have I? David?
You planned a picnic for this Friday when you know I'm filming. That's about it.
Yeah. I think it's like, it's a blue job.
It is a blue job. It is a blue job.
Blue job.
It means that's
Yeah, so you've got pink jobs in this world, you've got blue jobs. So say taking the bin out, you're never going to get a pink to do that job,
No,
are you?
that's a blue
That's
job.
a blue job.
Yeah.
New to me.
This is how my mum raised me, blue jobs, pink
Yeah,
jobs.
agreed.
Yeah, there's no like
In
middle.
between.
Yeah,
Orange?
there's no middle mark. No middle mark. You're either blue or pink.
Yeah.
Right, next.
Yeah.
Is that Jet 2? Sponsored.
I actually thought that was a commercial coming.
Yeah.
Off to our advert. Next.
Yeah.
You're going to get this next question right and we're jetting off.
Cheapest flights we could get, Jet 2. There you go. Who's the most likely to initiate an early night?
Definitely me.
Oh, early nights are the best.
Yeah.
Sienna tried calling me at about 9 o'clock last night. I was already asleep.
Yeah. I'm gone. I'm out like a light.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love my sleep.
About
When you
7
go out, you're in
a.m.
early, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm moody. I'm just one of those people. If I
Yeah.
don't get enough sleep, moody.
My thing is, I have one glass of wine and I have to go home.
Yeah, same.
Because I'm like
I've
falling
got a
asleep at the
headache.
table.
I'm off.
I'm the opposite. I'm one drink and I'm like, right, I'm out.
Yeah,
Ready
he's
to
out.
go. Who has the best sense of humour? And you can't say me. All right?
Yeah, okay. Oh,
Can't say me for
no,
this
I was
one.
going to say you.
Oh, God.
I feel like we've got different
Nah, you
sense of
copy my
humours. I do not copy your joke. Are you joking?
We use a recycle.
I've morphed into you. Okay, right, yeah, probably you. I'm gonna go with you.
Really? It's different sense of humours in the world, though. Yeah. I can see that one.
Like you wouldn't laugh at any of like my friends' jokes, whereas I don't really laugh at your friends' jokes. So you probably think you're really funny, but I think I'm really funny. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I don't think I know I'm really funny.
What's your friend? What's your
I don't
friends
need
got
to
to do
think
with
about
it?
it. I know. Right. Who's the most selfish? It's getting a bit risky now. And right, we're going to go off on a further point here.
Yeah.
Why do you both think that David is the most selfish?
Did David put him?
Yeah.
Oh, well done. I don't think it's like intentionally being selfish. Like you're not selfish in a horrible way, but his job is very demanding.
Yeah.
No, I am intentionally selfish. But
We love an honest man.
No, but
We love an honest man.
for the right reasons. I think in this life, if you're not selfish,
You're never going to get anywhere.
that you're never going to get anywhere.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
I think, especially in our relationship,
Yeah.
there are like non-negotiables that I kind of have to do,
Yeah.
which makes me selfish,
Yeah, same.
and I'm not willing to change.
Okay. There we go.
At least we've cleared that one out, eh?
He ain't changing.
We'll save the rest of that for after the pod, yeah. Who is the best singer?
Oh, has to 100%.
And if you're going to vote yourself, you have to give us a 2-liner.
No, absolutely not.
Go on, David, you can do it.
We'll get,
What's the sense of sharing?
what did we
This
sing when we
one
did
and only
karaoke in Actually, no. Abby picked a karaoke song when we went to Mexico that I didn't know, so I just stood up there like a lemon, not doing anything. And
How
she
do
was
you
like,
not know Islands on the Stream by Dolly Parton?
Islands on the Stream.
He's 10 years older than me and he doesn't even know it.
Yeah, you should know that one.
Oh, yeah. That's
So
a
actually,
you
that's
problem.
a you problem. Yeah, that is a you problem, that
"Han,
one.
so who was the best singer? Abby?
Yeah, I'll
That's what
say
she
me.
said.
Give
Yeah.
it a rest.
Right, do you want to back up your point there, David?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the border.
Red button. and
Ollie
you're
Murs
out.
is not turning
Do
around
you know
in this
what?
voice chair.
No. I was waiting for my heart skips a beat.
Yeah.
My heart
No Ollie Murs.
skip. No.
No, mine's more winter time in London, how you holding hands.
Making
No,
plans.
fucking hell, there you go, I got it wrong already. That's what Ollie Murs was.
Do you know what? I like that one. My favourite's Dear Darling.
Dear darling,
Oh, no, right,
please
let's just agree with
excuse
both
my
here.
writing. Yeah.
Right,
Tune.
beautiful. You know what? We should make a girl band
Yeah,
there,
we should.
shouldn't we? Yeah, I like that one. Who is the shortest temper?
We're going to say who's the shortest then.
Me.
I think that's just part of being a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zoe.
Yeah.
That's
No.
made me feel better.
I used to get called Tiny Temper, so.
There we go.
Yeah, you win
Living
some,
the
you lose
dream.
some.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to be more temperous. Is that a word?
Is that?
Don't know.
No,
we'll
move
just
on.
we'll just cut that bit. We'll cut that bit out. Who's the most likely to get their own way? And if I don't see 2 pink brushes here, I'm going to be annoyed.
It is me. Yeah.
Oh, David's
Nah.
got both of them up. Oh no, he's gone white.
Really?
Well, you think you get your own way all the time?
Yeah.
No, but like if I don't get my own way, I get the humps. Then we end up doing what I want to do. Do you know what I mean?
No, we end up arguing.
Yeah.
Typical relationship, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but like what? No, I feel like I'm always the one that's like, can we do this? What do you mean? Like if I don't get my own way, I'm in a mood. How do you get your
No,
own
I
way?
don't think I pander to that.
Look, she ain't got her
Yeah.
own way on this question, so we're going to sit
Yes, mate.
I always get my own way.
No,
Right.
why we're laughing. Right, let's start
So-
that again. Let's start that again. Go.
The scores on the doors, guys. Scores on the doors.
Oh,
You got
God.
8 out of 12 correct.
Okay, that's good.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that as
We're
well, guys.
compatible.
66%, that's a part. That's
Yeah.
a bit fast at you,
There you
isn't it? 2-1.
You've won.
I've already won.
Cringe. Cringe.
That's cute.
Smooth.
Yeah, smooth.
So I thought we'd just sit down and have a little chat now.
Yeah.
Got some more questions, haven't we, Zoe?
Yeah.
We'll have to get it all out of them.
over what they got wrong. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
let's
discuss
know.
the ones
Yeah.
that we disagreed on. So we've got the question about who's the most selfish.
Well, you thought you were more selfish.
So what are like the
Yeah.
non-negotiables in your relationship?
Oh, I feel like you should answer this because we only had a discussion on this the other day. You know.
I think as a man, you want to provide, don't you? So for me, I want to be financially stable, mentally stable, everything stable, and I think a big part of that for me is working. I never switch off, which is like a downfall to our relationship. At the same time, I'm constantly having to work in order to be where I want to be.
Yeah.
So I've said it to you from the start of the night. I said there's things that I need to do every day to be who I want to be.
Yeah.
And a part of that is like working out, ice baths, working, loads of things, and I'm not willing to compromise on that because it would change me as a person.
Yeah,
of course.
No, agreed.
And like, do you support that, Abby? Like,
Yeah,
do
100%.
you-
Like, I can't lie.
I mean, because
sometimes
Zoe here, she'd probably be like, "No, Joe, you do not work."
I'm going to say my piece after, but
No, I 100% agree on it. I can't lie. Sometimes it's tricky.
Yeah.
I think because I'm in a 9 to 5, so my day stops at 5.
Yeah.
Whereas, like David said, his day doesn't stop at all. So sometimes I don't understand why we can't just chill, or like why we can't just I don't know, have downtime.
And us girls, we're quite clingy, as
Yeah.
well, aren't we? Like,
Yeah.
we need a lot of attention.
Exactly.
So-
some more than others.
No, exactly. But I would say, like, my strong thing and my non-negotiable is just making time and having
and effort.
pockets
Yeah,
of
yeah,
quality
100%.
time. Yeah, because like that's the thing that I think's happened is like we can spend so much time with each other, but it's not quality, and you just kind of get a bit complacent, don't you? So
Yeah.
I just think now it's just making sure that we make the effort to have that quality time with each other, because we're still fresh. We're only 10 months in, so it's just important. It's just important.
Yeah.
I always say to my partner, I say, although a work is a priority, at the end of the day, you're not going to work up to the day you die, but you're going to spend the day you die with me. That's
Can
how
I get
say
that
it.
in writing? Can I get that on a t-shirt?
Yeah, should we tattoo it and literally like, no, the thing I see, it's really, really good making money and working for your money and having really nice things and being able to support, but either way, your girlfriend isn't with you because you're supporting her. Your girlfriend's with you because she loves you and she wants that time and affection, and money don't last forever. Your love and your relationship will last forever.
Yeah,
you
that's
could
really
be
sweet.
You could be homeless tomorrow. You could have not a pot to piss in.
Yeah.
But your love will still be as
strong
true
as it is.
As it is.
I do get on
It would.
Would
it though?
It would for my children. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but to an extent as well.
Yeah.
I think it's a hard one because I've come from the corporate world and I hated it. The person that I was there wouldn't be the same person that Abby's fallen in love with.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing now is not just what I want to do, it's who I want to be.
Yeah.
And then again, from like a content creator, whatever you want to call it, perspective, so much of what I do throughout the month is free, and it's hard to it's hard for people to understand that when it's like, oh, you're making a video, why do you need to do that? It's like, you might get paid for 4 or 5 videos a month, but that means you've got 25 that you need to do to build that up.
Yeah.
And then the quality time thing was that when we first started dating, you were coming to a lot of events and stuff with me, weren't you?
Yeah.
When I go to an event, like premieres and stuff is fine, it's just a little red carpet, pap shop, whatever it is. But like, going to a brand event, it's like my chance to network and
So essentially it's work.
Sounds like a good day out, but really there is a little bit of work that you've got to do
So I would see
as
it
well.
as a luxury, because I would go there and think, oh, this is amazing. But when he would go off and network, I'd be like, hold on a second, we've gone together. Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. That's why I need to
Don't leave me.
That's one.
but I felt the pinch because it was like, I want to spend quality time with Abby,
Yeah.
but I need to be doing this.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything
And do
to
you
its
know
full
what?
potential.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people as well, when they get into relationships, it's quite easy to be like, oh, I'm going to slack in my work because I'm caught up in this new relationship. It's fun, it's exciting.
Yeah.
But really, in the long run, you can't let your work slide because once you lose it, it is very hard to get back up.
Yeah.
And you've also got your own company, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
Your chicken salt.
My chicken salt.
So we want to try this chicken.
I want to try this chicken salt.
You
You should have brought the sample.
Should've
thing
done.
to do in the world. You can see cooking's my favourite thing ever.
So,
Try this chicken salt.
I'll get some
It's unbelievable.
Do you do duck salt?
Yeah.
What other salts we got?
do you know what? We're going to get a kitchen here and you can come down. You can
every
show us what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've got 4. So chicken salt, everything but the bagel seasoning, which is yellow actually.
I need it.
Roast potato season, I've just launched ranch this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, David, you're going to have to send us some of these.
Yeah.
I'm not even
They're
joking.
unbelievable.
Roast potatoes are my thing. I need some of this seasoning.
You do?
I do. This is great.
Crispy roast potatoes.
I'm very fussy in my roast potatoes.
Yeah.
It has
No,
to be
they're
a certain
good.
way. But I suppose with this, with all these like businesses as well, then consistency is key. And do you do this all on your own, or do you have people that like run the social media pages?
No, I do everything myself.
So
I mean,
it
I've
is
got
a lot.
management who
Yeah.
like, bring work in for me, but the seasoning company, I'm doing it completely on my own.
What a G.
Yeah.
But you know
What a
what?
G.
It's,
hard,
like,
though.
it's your company and you want it to be a certain way, I'm guessing as well, and you want it to be like top notch.
Yeah.
So to trust someone else, you know.
It's a lot. And also, I feel like you got to like give yourself so much credit because it's not even been a year and he's had 4 seasonings come out.
That's
so
amazing.
round of applause.
What a man. What a
Yeah,
man. What made you start this company, your new little venture?
I've been doing cooking content for the last like 8-9 years, and well, I was going to bring out a seasoning anyway. Went to Australia to film, and they put chicken salt on everything. So like, we'd go to the fish and chip shop, and they'd put salt and vinegar on it. They put chicken salt on literally everything, and I tried it for the first time. I was like, "What is this? It's unbelievable." Turns out it's chicken salt, and then no one's really selling it in the UK, so
Yeah.
I bought it.
I must say, I've never heard of chicken
No.
salt before.
No.
I mean, I want to
neither.
try it.
But it's
You
so
put me
good.
hooked.
You honestly can put it on anything.
You
Do you know
love
what?
it,
I've
don't
actually had it
love it.
once.
Have you?
I've had like chicken salted butter
Yeah.
at a restaurant, and
Yeah.
it was actually really, really
It's so
nice.
good.
And I'm a salt lover, like to the point my dad used to hide the salt pot when I was like younger. I eat it with everything.
Yeah,
They do it quite because it's like dehydrated chicken skin is a part of it. So at like posh restaurants, they put it in there.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I've never
Unbelievable.
tried it then. They don't do it at McDonald's, no.
Oh, we're getting it from Asda, so there we go.
Yeah.
Banging McDonald's chips, by the way.
Oh, I can't wait to try it. Right.
So yeah, let's go to some questions. So I've got a question. What was the first impression of each other that you had? Where did you meet? How did you meet? Tell us.
Do you want to start the story?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was going back to one of Abby's friends was chatting to one of my friends in the Prince. This was like a year before we went on a date, and I was just chatting to Abby, and I thought she's an amazing person, obviously beautiful.
Oh,
And then I tried to get her Instagram, and she wouldn't even tell me her name because she had a boyfriend, which looking back is a massive green flag now. But I was like, oh, gutted.
You tried to search me for
Was searching her for ages, couldn't find anything. Looking at the Prince tag location, still couldn't see anything. So yeah, it's quite cute because I fancied her the first time. Obviously, then didn't think anything of it for a little bit, and then we were back in Jack's
a year later.
a year later, and yeah, I saw her and I was like, she's unbelievable, but didn't recognise her from the first time. So I kind of fancied her twice.
Yeah. Well, that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
Twice.
It is a good
Very
sign.
shallow. I like the look of her. Twice.
Yeah, I feel like you've always got to like the look of someone to give them a chance. don't you? You're not gonna.
Yeah, initial attraction.
Yeah.
that's cute.
What was my first impression?
well, obviously you was in a relationship like first time you met, so it's a bit different then, isn't it?
So I feel like, I mean, first impression, just a really, like, we had a nice chat, didn't we? You was very respectful, very polite, and then it was like a 5-minute thing, and then we just obviously didn't speak. Second time, when you told me your age, I was like, old. That's probably the first
What is
impression.
the age difference here?
10 years.
Okay.
So it's not
Like me and Ollie
so-
Maz.
It's like you and Ollie Maz.
Bloody hell.
So it was not alarming, but I think you was quite surprised about how old I was as well.
Right, because you told me you were 24 as well, didn't you?
Yeah, so it was.
Are you not 24?
I was 23 at the time.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
I tried to just
okay.
go. Yeah, a
That's
year
not really
up.
that big.
Yeah.
It's only
No.
a year.
And then she turned 24 and I was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, I celebrate 2 birthdays.
I liked it so much the first night round, I tried it again.
But yeah, we just clicked really well, didn't we? We just got on. We just had. Well, we still
You
do.
said your first impression was that I was going to be a bit of a knob.
Yeah, so no, I had that. You know when you're about to go on a date with someone?
Yeah.
So obviously when we met each other, we was quite drunk. So we just had a laugh, had a bit of fun. And then you obviously invited me out on a date. So the whole way there I was on the phone to my friend going, oh, because of what he does, you do trying to...
You kind
try
of do,
not to.
no offence, but
Yeah.
you think, someone from a TV show. But
Exactly.
most importantly, like obviously Made in Chelsea's quite posh and all that. You probably think, oh, he's going to be a bit of a knob.
Yeah.
But
So that's what I thought. But you really, really surprised me.
I'm sad and sober. Everyone thinks I'm a knob.
Probably should have done this podcast without me, to be honest with you.
No,
I get it, I get it,
you
though. I
really,
get it.
really surprised me. We just had so much fun, and we just clicked straight away. So,
But
yeah.
going on to Made in Chelsea as well, so obviously you say that your first impression was he's going to be a knob, but really, like TV shows, they do kind of show your personality in a different way,
Yeah.
to your true self sometimes.
Yeah.
So, like, how long have you been on the show for?
This is my third year of doing it. I think from that perspective, though, because I had my online presence before doing it, if I'd have gone onto a TV show and started acting differently, people have been like, well, one of them's fake. You either aren't like that in real life or you're putting on a show. So I think my first year of doing it, I was just completely myself, and I was really vulnerable, and I think that actually was the true me that people got to see.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice.
Yeah. See, I hadn't watched it. I obviously watched it back in the day, Jamie Lang, Spencer Matthews days. But then when obviously David said he was on it, I haven't watched it for years. So you just assume that he's a single guy on the show. He'll come across a bit like a knob. But
So that wasn't a very good chat up line, really. Me saying, oh, babe, I'm on main.
yeah, left it.
Don't use that again if you ever have to.
Never say never.
Yeah, you
Let's do
sure?
1 or 2 times. Quick date, there we go. Right, I've got a question. Do you want to have kids? And how many kids do you want?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I want to have kids. How many?
I would say 3.
I'd love to have twins.
Oh, I'd like that.
And then another
Oh,
one.
see, I wouldn't
Yeah,
like
no.
twins.
Really?
I mean, like, yeah, I just
no.
no.
So I can it could be same but different.
Yeah.
Like when I have something or do something, I want to put my full attention into it. Do you know what I mean? And I think if I have 2, like, how am I
It's
gonna?
manic.
It's
Yeah.
a bit too much, especially for.
running around.
Oh yeah, no.
That'd be a recipe for disaster.
Yeah,
I'd
I
have
would.
to-
One first, then twins. That's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
You've already had your first go round. Let's do it
And then
again
you know
now.
what you're doing. You're
Yeah.
Dabble was
seasoned
good.
pro.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, probably 3 max.
You're on 3.
Yeah, I'd go
Is that-
3
this
max.
is news?
Yeah, this is news to me.
I've got a question for David. Is
Oh.
there going to be a ring on the cards soon, or?
Oh God.
Too steamy in a minute. I need to set up
Get a chicken salt ring.
When you've got all us signed up for chicken salt, baby.
There we go.
Harry bye. No, it's a weird one. I was actually on a live the other day and everyone's asking about the marriage question and when you're going to put a ring on it and da 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 da. I think obviously I wouldn't be entertaining anything that I didn't see a future with. So this is us. I don't feel like there's any need to put pressure on it straight away.
Yeah.
I think just committing to each other and knowing that.
I love the
Yeah.
pressure for a ring.
Do you?
Do you?
Do you know what? I'm not really that hot on a ring as
No.
well. Like to my boyfriend, I'm not constantly. I mean, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? But
Yeah, it would be. And also, I think we get loads of questions about it because there is a 10-year gap. I feel like people, because David's obviously 34, that's usually the age
All right, we're
that
good at
He's
maths.
getting
Don't
on
need-
now.
No,
He's getting
I
on
know.
now.
He's
What she's saying is you've got about a year, David.
No, I'm chilling.
But yeah,
I'm in
but-
prime position.
But people assume because of the age gap, it's like you have to then cram everything into one. So like, when are you moving
Yeah.
out? When are you having kids?
Yeah.
You feel like you have to rush things. But like I said earlier, we're 10 months in, so it's really early days.
and as
Yeah.
well, I think like a lot of people are different. Some people really rely on like the whole marriage thing.
Yeah.
Think, oh, I have no security without it. But other people really aren't that phased by it either.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends.
I just want a rock on my hand.
Yeah,
I
see,
wear
I would
my
love- I
boyfriend's
would love
ring on
to
my
get married.
engagement anyway.
Yeah.
I just love a rock. It's great.
I think it comes back to the initial thing when I said about security though. Like I don't want to just put a cheap ring on your finger, and like, I want to be in a position where like we can have a good. No, it's,
We weren't thinking that anyway.
No one thought it was going to be a cheap ring, David.
no, I don't.
No, I know what you mean.
But I don't feel pressure.
No.
Yeah.
As I am a bit older, I'm 34 years old. There's a lot of my friends around me who've got kids, they're married, but they're also not doing what I'm doing. They don't have the lifestyle that I've got, so there is a way off.
They're also not
Yeah.
the inventor of chicken salt.
Exactly.
Actually.
Yeah. Of chicken salt. No, but like, I think you can always look back at other people's lives and be like, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
I'm in a pretty decent position where I don't envy anything that's going on. Like my sister's married, like really successful with a kid, and I'm like, love that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me figure out what I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
do, and like just go with the flow sort of thing.
Yeah.
Good answer there.
Good answer.
very
We like
good.
that one.
10 years of experience. That's my mum. Like, when are you going to get me?
Right, my next question is, what is your signature dance move? And I want to see it as well.
Oh, I know yours. You have to do it.
Go on, do it.
This stupid thing.
So he pulls
quite
that
creepy.
out. You have to do the power. Or I thought you was
What's
going to
your
do
one,
your.
Zoe?
I thought you was going to do your headbang.
Oh, that's it.
So when he's had too much drink, he just starts doing a bit of it.
I'll wait.
Don't stand it up.
That's why he sleeps on his back.
We're going to have to zoom you out. Zoom this out.
Bet now I've got long hair.
Yeah, it is.
I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
I get drunk on a night out and I do that and I'll wait for them.
That's why he snores.
Neck hurts.
That's an excuse.
It's not really a dance move, is it? Would you like repeat that over and over?
Yeah, are you there like?
I don't know. It's a drunk thing, probably.
It's just a
Up, middle, down,
Bop.
bang.
Right, I want to practice it.
No, try not to.
just yeah.
Up,
So up, middle, down, bang.
That's going to be a new thing now.
it will be.
You just know it is.
usually this.
Oh, I like that though.
I'm normally just like the two-step.
It's like you're on one of those boards.
To tackle something. You need to work on the face while you're doing that.
Smile, maybe. Yeah, smile. So
It's like when that face when like it's about to drop and everyone's like,
yeah, moody.
See, I was a drum and bass kid growing
Yeah,
up.
I can tell.
Yeah,
There you go.
I went to a few drum and bass raves in my time.
The face is drum and bass, the body's I don't know what.
Shaking.
Yeah, do you know
R&B.
what? After a drum and bass rave, mate.
The shaking plates.
Yeah.
Earthquake. Oh.
I don't mean fitness.
Oh yeah, no, you're talking to me about fitness things. I don't know what you mean. I'm lost.
I am so boring on a night out.
I'm
I
a two-step.
I'm a bopper.
No, you
Yeah.
bop.
I bop. Oh, I do know a bit of Irish stuff. Yeah.
Do you?
Shall I show
Bop
you?
is what I used to love though.
Shall I show you?
Irish dance right now.
You was only doing this last week, though.
I know this is like my forte.
Put either the hands like that or the hands.
Hands behind the back, I am. Can you get a kick in there? Irish dancing is like my favourite thing in the world to do.
Right, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever lied to each other? It doesn't have to be anything massive, just a white lie. Have you ever...
And not
Lied.
about the age.
Yeah.
It could literally be like the smallest thing ever, surely. I mean, I lie to Harrison pretty much all the time. Sorry.
I mean,
You're watching?
like, there has been nothing that I've, like, lied about, but, like, when I put the pan... So, David's got these non-stick pans, and you're not meant to
And you're
put
not
them
putting them in the dishwasher. And if you put them in
I
the
put them in the
dishwasher,
dishwasher.
do you put your knives in the dishwasher as well?
Yeah.
Cutting knives? No.
She uses metal in these
They go
pans.
blunt.
Yeah.
They go unsticky. They just don't work
Yeah.
if you put them in the dishwasher.
So, and then he would be like, have
would've
you
done
done
the
it?
same.
And then I would be like, no. So, like, little white lie like that, but can you think of something?
That I've lied about.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to admit it on the podcast.
he's still keeping
What
up
have
the
you
lie.
done?
All right, nothing that bad then.
No,
But
no,
there must
I'm
have been
all-
like a little white lie.
No, I'm
We're very
liar.
we're very transparent. I feel like as soon as there's a problem, anyways, we just
See,
say
I'm
how
quite
it
a
is.
good liar, I think.
Really?
My eyes
Yeah,
go like that.
yeah, you can tell.
One post
yeah,
to the other, and
Yeah.
I think I always see.
I go
I'm
red in the
sweating.
face.
Yeah, I'm the same.
yeah.
I don't need to like you let me play golf. Not
Yeah.
let me play golf, but like you're pro me doing everything. So it's not as if I need to lie about anything.
Are you any good at the golf or?
I'm
What would you like to think you are?
No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh really?
is
See, my
good.
boyfriend says this, and he's never won a round of golf against his friends, and they're all shit.
No,
So.
no, I win all the time. I won a tournament in Dubai.
Yeah.
yeah.
Got a massive
Oh, so I'm not
trophy.
talking like just hitting down the golf club on a
No.
Sunday morning with the boys.
No,
We're talking pro over
I
it.
play
Yeah.
off like 12, which isn't great, but it's like I can play golf.
I have no idea what that means.
No, neither-
And my ex-boyfriend actually owned a golf course as well. But
Really?
I still don't even know what that means. Isn't it like the lower of the score, the better?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You sound like Abby. Abby will text me saying, "I feel like you're going to get an eagle today."
Yeah. Don't even know what it means.
Go on, babe.
Yeah.
Under.
Just trying to be
I
supportive.
watched my partner play football the other day with his friends, and I was supporting the wrong team the whole time.
Oh my God, I've done that so many times. Yeah, well, listen to this.
Own goal.
So Harrison was like, come and watch me play football. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to go over. But I feel really awkward. I don't know, like, I'm just a really awkward person. I was
Yeah.
walking in this massive field and I was like, I don't know which one it is, but I know he wears blue. So I'm standing there this whole time, I'm thinking, he ain't on this pitch, but my vision's so bad. So I thought, oh, well, he probably is there. I just can't see him.
In the back.
Anyway, turns out I've been watching a whole other team that whole time for 2 hours.
Watching the under fives.
To be fair, they did look a bit young. I was like, oh.
Yeah. That's not my man. Yeah.
What?
I was going to say, well, if there's grass on the pitch.
I don't get it.
No, I don't get it, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
No, no.
Oh, okay.
If there's grass on the pitch, play ball. Right.
No.
Awkward. Straight now. This is what I mean. I talk too much. I don't know when to stop myself. It's like,
You crack me up.
what's it? Verbal diarrhea.
Diarrhea, yeah.
That's what I've got. Right. Abby, do you like the fact that David is on the TV? If yes, then what is a good part about it? If no, then what is the reason?
That's a hard question. I don't dislike that he's on the TV. No. I think the only thing is just I find it uncomfortable because he's got history on the on the TV. So sometimes it's just sometimes it could be an awkward or uncomfortable situation, but we're very open with each other. But put it this way, I wouldn't want him to do anything else. I know how much he loves it, and I don't wake up at night, or it doesn't keep me up thinking, oh god, he's got a film tomorrow.
And I suppose sometimes does he have to kind of revisit that history that's gone on before? I've never actually, I have watched it ages ago, not recently, so
You don't own up to that, Neve. I've watched every episode.
well, I will be watching it now. I don't watch any TV, so it's really not any big deal.
No, I don't think you've had to readdress anything, and I think it's made me feel better because I've done a little cameo, so I kind of know.
I'm very excited to see this.
How it works.
Is it out yet?
It's been.
It was last
mine's
night?
been. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Last year.
Yeah.
Oh.
But no, I would. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't want him to be anyone different or do anything different, and I know how much he loves being on the show, and it's all of his friends, and it just works for him.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
it's hard because it's like an industry where, it's a job at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in that job, not just me, everyone's got with everybody on it.
Yeah.
And to the point where you'll talk to the producers and they'll even forget what's happened, and they'll be like, "Do you want to do a scene with this person?" And you're like, it could be a bit awkward.
Yeah.
But
I've already been there, done that. Scene.
no, it's like even being in the same vicinity, we do these big event days and everybody's there.
Yeah.
And it's just such an unconventional job.
Yeah.
That you just wouldn't. Nobody else would be in that position.
Yeah.
But everything moves so quickly and people forget about it.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing that I found hard, is because in my world, obviously I'm not a part of that industry. You wouldn't see me being the same vicinity as my ex. You wouldn't see me talking to him or being sat down with him or whatever. So it is uncomfortable, but then I think I'm slowly starting to understand it. And David's so open that it just makes it so much better.
It is a weird
It's kind
thing,
of
though,
what
isn't it?
comes with a job, isn't it?
Yeah.
I came back last week and I've made up with one person and fallen out with somebody else in the space of 3 days. So it is, but that's the nature of the show.
Yeah.
The good thing about the show is that you have those conversations that you wouldn't normally have in real life. If I thought somebody was a dickhead in real life, you wouldn't go up to them, or if you had a problem with somebody, you probably just wouldn't speak to them.
Sit down and have coffee
Nine
over
times
it.
out of 10.
I'd love to do that.
But it makes you have those uncomfortable conversations, so things do get resolved really quickly.
Yeah.
And things get forgotten about, things come and go.
It's actually quite a good thing.
Yeah.
Would you like to say that you like to stir a bit of drama on the show or not?
I wouldn't say stir the drama, but I think I see my role as the voice of the audience, and I look at some of the cast and I'm like, what are you talking about? In what world do you think that what you're saying is correct?
Right.
So I'm saying stuff, and it's not even I'm doing it because I think the audience is going to side with me. It's like I'm saying what any rational person would do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how can you not see this?
Yeah.
I'm quite... Obviously, my role on the show has evolved from being single to now being in a relationship. But I still think my morals and what I always stick by is still the same.
Yeah.
And have you ever looked back at any of the episodes that you've done and regretted anything, or felt a bit like, oh my god, I can't even watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm that. Basically, there's a lot of the cast that are a bit stuck up and they won't do stuff. Whereas, I got a tattoo. I got a tattoo in Australia, and I just don't care about stuff like that.
Yeah, you're a bit chilled,
I do the scenes in Speedo. Is that a drunk tattoo?
What is that tattoo? Can we show it to the camera?
It just
Is
says
this
Bondi
one that
Boys.
you've
Bondi.
There's 3 of us that were hanging out in Australia, and I got a tattoo saying Bondi Boys for no real reason.
sounds like a boy band name or something.
Whilst we're on the tattoo questions, have you got any tattoos you regret?
You've got loads.
You need to get you need to get a chicken tattoo now.
I want to.
Yeah, he's gonna.
I'm actually running the marathon in a couple of weeks' time in a chicken suit. So.
Are you? Should we go?
Yeah, come with
we actually
me.
come?
Yeah.
What date is
Can we come?
27th.
I'm supposed to be running the marathon.
Oh, yeah, we better get training then.
No, I'm not allowed to run it because I had to say I tricked her.
Oh, so.
I've got the t-shirt, I have everything. Teenage Cancer Trust. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
really?
Yeah, I was supposed to be
Well,
running
you
the
can do it
marathon.
next year. Just defer
No,
your
I will never be able to.
I mean, yeah,
It was only one of them days, when everyone ran the marathon last year and then you see all the emotional TikToks. I thought, fuck it, I could do that.
That was me. I ran it last
so
year.
many of my mates signed up.
I ran it last year, but I did a U the year before because I saw my friend run it and I was like, I want to do this. And then they put me literally in a ballot place right at the end and I was like, oh my God, I actually have to train now. But I loved it. it is so much fun.
We should actually go.
Yeah,
so should
come
go.
support.
Yeah, are we going?
I'm only going if there's chicken salt available.
Yeah, it'll be everywhere.
No, it's for a world record. So if I do it in less than 4 hours 15 minutes in my chicken suit, I get the world record.
Guinness,
and then I'd get a tattoo.
Guinness World Record.
Oh.
Sunday 27th of April.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm there.
So literally 3 weeks Sunday.
I'm actually available. I'll come.
amazing.
Coming?
Yeah. Is it a Sunday, did you say?
Yeah.
And would you still get
I love
pissed?
Marathon Day in London.
No,
We'll get pissed.
yeah,
I start crying when I watch it. I go every
Oh, I
year.
do.
It makes me so emotional.
yeah, it
It's
is.
mad.
It is.
Have
really
you
nice.
run a marathon before?
Yeah, I did it in 2022, I think.
And what was your time?
350 something.
What a G.
I know, quick.
My sister did it in 8.5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Hats off to the girl. She had a stomach bug and she still ran the whole marathon.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
how
that
did
is
she
really
manage
good.
that? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I know. What a G.
There's a lot of Portaloos around, so...
Yeah, she was safe.
She just left the trail.
Ew.
Right. Should we start finalising these questions? I feel like we're getting towards that time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right, I've got a question for you, Abs.
Yes.
Have you got any holidays planned?
Yes, obviously. So I've got, well, Riri's going to Mars.
Woohoo! Riri's on
So
tour.
bring that on. That's in May. And then, I mean, we're still trying to figure out a holiday, aren't we?
We're going to Turkey in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, going to Turkey.
Oh,
Get my
nice.
teeth
Nice.
done.
Oh, are you?
Yes, yes.
exciting.
That'll be exciting. David's going to play golf the whole time.
You've got beautiful teeth anyway.
I know, but I'm only going to get composite.
Do you know what? I hate when people say that to me. When I say I'm getting my teeth done and they go, oh, you got beautiful teeth, and I've just done it now, haven't I?
I've already paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm already halfway there. Yeah, we've got Turkey, and then we'll probably do David's birthday is in July, so it's like the perfect time to
Oh,
go
yeah,
away. So
nice.
I'm sure I'll surprise him with something.
Where you think? Oh, actually, it's his birthday.
no,
present,
well,
so-
we've kind of discussed it. Was either going to go Cannes
Oh, nice. I
or
really wanna-
Dubai. So one
Dubai
of
be
the-
really
one or
hot
the
in
other.
July. Like
I know
50.
it is a bad
So
time to
hot.
go. Yeah, we'll probably sit with Cannes then. But yeah, exciting times. Bring on May.
For Marbella.
I know.
I'm very excited.
Me
Can't wait to wear
too.
my swimming hat and my goggles.
We went to Mars last year, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Abby was on a girls' holiday to Mars, and she was like, "Why don't you just come out?" And I'd just been told that I wasn't filming all weekend, and I was like, "Yeah, well, why not?"
Yeah,
Why
my-
don't you just
yeah.
come out with us, guys?
But then, you know, when you decide that you're doing something, I was like, "Is this actually weird? We'd only been dating a few weeks," and I was like, "I'm coming."
Tell the story as well, because it
Well,
was
yeah,
like
and then
I
because
think that was so romantic, though.
I
It was.
committed to doing it, but then I couldn't find a flight from London, so I was looking to go London, Paris, was it Malaga?
yeah.
Couldn't find that, so I ended up booking a flight, and I had to go from Liverpool. But the only way I could get there, because all the trains had stopped, and I wasn't going to pay £300 for a taxi or whatever it was, so I got an overnight bus. Half an hour after I booked the flight to Liverpool, got a flight.
This is actually
Samara.
pretty good.
I know.
Almost like make me a bit
But
emotional.
then I got there and I was proper nervous because Abby was with two of her friends, and I was like, "Is this just really, really weird, or is this quite cute?"
See, I found
It's
it
no
romantic.
That is so
Yeah.
cute. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Shows you like to
That
me.
is very
I gave
cute.
Crash the girls' holiday.
And I bet she loved every minute of it.
Oh, I did. Yeah. We had so much fun.
Then I think you expected me to fly to Dubai when you were there, and I was like, "No, no."
Yeah.
I've
Done it once. Yeah.
There's no buses there.
Romance is dead now.
So you say that you found out you weren't filming that weekend. So do they only give you like 1 or 2 days notice when you're filming?
Yeah, it's really last minute.
Oh,
So,
really?
Like, and the most common question is like, "Is it scripted?" Da, 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 da. They follow the reality. So I've just been told now that I'm filming tomorrow
Okay.
and Friday. So you kind of get penciled, and then
That must be quite annoying sometimes because you just never know what you can actually do with your life.
well, yeah, you because we film for 3 months at a time. You make that 3 month commitment. You can't
call.
really do anything outside of that.
Yeah.
Which is tricky sometimes, but I mean, it's the nature of the show.
Yeah.
I suppose.
3 months, like, seems like a long time, but it's actually not really
No.
3 months.
No,
Think how
it's
quickly the months go back.
Sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's hard. I think it's just hard to plan things, isn't it? But
Yeah,
Just-
and everything's like I've been away quite a lot in the last 3 months, haven't I? But it's like, well, I'm doing this tomorrow, and then obviously for Abby, it's like, oh, right, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Next week.
So did you have it like?
call me.
What did you do before the show then? What jobs did you do before?
How far back? I've got a marketing
just
degree,
in-
and I worked for O2 in marketing for like 6 years.
Oh, okay.
And then the last job I was kind of working with influencers and content creators, and I was like, I can do that. So I took a career took a career break, went away travelling for a year, started doing my own social stuff, and then it kind of kicked off, went into lockdown. I was TikToking, blew up over lockdown. But it's always been like food and fitness related. So the good thing is I've always got that identity. Because I didn't want to do TV shows or anything until I've had my own stuff going on.
Yeah.
So Chelsea kind of came at the right time, and there was probably opportunities for me to do it before, but I didn't want to be known as Miles' mate from Made in Chelsea or Tristan's mate from Made in Chelsea. So I was like, made sure I established myself. And now, like, it's an amazing platform to go on and do other TV stuff, to get eyes on your pages and things like that. So it kind of came at the right time.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be looking at your cooking videos tonight.
There we go.
Can't wait. I might even get my phone out in a minute and have a little scroll through.
That's the worst thing. So I was watching your Instagram as you're there.
I've actually got some cooking videos on my page as well,
Have
but I
you?
don't do all the voiceovers because you know what?
As professional.
I'd be like that, and then I'd chuck some
got-
fucking chicken salt on it. No one's gonna watch that, are they?
No, you ain't got chicken salt. So you've just got like basic Tesco home.
I didn't know chicken salt was a thing until today.
I know.
How do you do?
Mind blown.
I actually can't wait to try this. And just one last question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Both of you. Together or separately, either way.
Oh, I thought you.
Together, obviously together. But you can talk about like career or
to break up with the other one in the next
obviously
first?
together.
Yeah.
But I mean like career path and all that. Like where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I think it's really hard for me because if you asked me a year ago, it would be in finance, what I do now. But meeting David, it's just opened so many more avenues for me. Just doing a bit of modelling, like, you know, for you girls and whatnot. So I would personally like to go more down the modelling route.
Yeah.
That's where
Love to have you on the modelling route too.
we would. So yeah, that's probably me.
I mean, I don't know. I'm very pro Abby doing what she wants to do because I'm obviously 10 years older, so I've travelled for a year.
Oh, we're saying it again.
No, age gap. No, I don't. My main focus is growing Temp Taste Co, the seasoning business, into something that's like
I've got a good feeling about this.
Yeah.
Really good feeling about my new meals for the next year.
Yeah.
Can't wait to try this.
I think as soon as you get it into Tesco's, Sainsbury's, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm not going to tell anyone about this. Me and my boyfriend are just buying a house, and when we have Christmas around our house this year, I'm going to use this seasoning,
Gatekeep it.
and everyone's going to
Yeah.
be like, "What have you used?"
What is that?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I've not spent a single penny on marketing. It's all just been leveraging it through my social media. So
Yeah.
that's probably the next step for that, to like really supercharge it.
More with golf.
Hopefully there's a duck seasoning coming soon as well.
Duck seasoning.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
Put some in the packet.
I'm never going to hear the end of this duck seasoning.
I'll be there. I'm going to make one just for you. Just
for me.
Shut up.
Do you know what? I feel special
Then
then.
face put on the packaging for it and everything. You in a duck outfit.
Made by Zoe.
Me in a duck outfit. Like that.
Duck
You
and
could
chicken.
go around. Do you know when like people like in London now dressed up with like the little the sachets
Yeah,
and the
that'd be
samples?
you. Oh, there we go.
That is actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking now.
Yeah, love that.
Part-time job.
Do you know what? I'd just do it for the shits and gigs as well. That's the funniest
It's quite
part.
funny, really.
It'd be jokes. Me as a chicken.
But no, I don't know. Like 5 years is quite a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to travel. You like toy with the idea of going abroad.
Yeah.
I just think I need to be settled financially, and then my whole dream is to be able to work wherever I am.
Yeah.
So definitely that. But I do want to do more TV. I'd love to do other stuff and use Chelsea as a platform to do bits like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask.
I think I know.
I really, really, really want to do MasterChef.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
stuff. Yes. Because like obviously the dating stuff's out of the question, but I feel like a lot of people go on to Love Island without an identity, and then they come out and they're like, right, I've got this following. What do I do now? And then they fall back into going back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to focus on my niche and do stuff that's going to support that.
I think that'd be really good.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
about I'm a Celeb? Would you ever do that?
Yeah, but it's so hard to. Honestly, I'd not to sell out, but I would do anything pretty much.
Yeah.
They're all fun, aren't they? Like Strictly
Yeah.
Come Dancing, Dance on Ice.
Yeah.
I'd love to do dancing.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you rock up with that dance move that you've got,
Yeah, I
then
know.
maybe tell you to go home.
I've got my own headbanger.
The new one, I'll be straight on my ass.
New and improved.
Yeah.
Well, it was very nice catching up with you both.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I've had a great time.
Yeah.
You can come back again.
We would love to.
Yeah, we've enjoyed having you.
Question for them.
Yeah.
What's the motto that you
Okay. Right, so we always do this little question at the end, and it is, what is a motto that you live your life by? So I always give like a little clue. Mine would be, every little thing's going to be all right. Just
Love
a little
that.
motto, you
Every
know.
little thing.
I've actually got it
gonna
tattooed
be
down my
all-
back. I say that every episode as well.
Oh my
Well,
god,
at
a
least
motto.
consistent. Yeah, there
you go.
Oh my god, I'm so bad
I
at
did
stuff
not
like
say
this.
either when they asked
Live, love, laugh.
Yeah, I had that on my wall when I was young, growing
Eat,
up.
drink,
Live,
and be
love,
merry.
I feel like you should take this, and I'm just going to agree with you.
What a motto to live that I live by.
Yeah.
That I think
Yeah,
people
like a
should live by.
motivational kind of.
I think I touched on it, didn't I? I said, personally, I need to do the things that I need to do every day to be the person I want to be. And I feel like tying it back into being selfish, you should do the things that you want so you can be the person to the people around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I lost my auntie a couple of years ago and she said, you've got to live your life for me now. So I've always got that ingrained in stuff that I do. And I think that's quite a nice one. It's like, because you can.
Yeah.
A lot of people who can't, but they're not with us or they're not able to do stuff.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of do it because you can.
Yeah.
Like
That's
YOLO.
lovely. Yeah.
YOLO. Like YOLO.
There we go.
But like,
Don't do that because you might be able to do stuff. Because you can't.
well, usually I would carry out the guests, but I don't think I can carry the both of you.
Yeah.
So
We'll just walk.
yeah, you two could just walk out. Yeah.
I'll carry Abby out.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep up the
Thing.
trend. Yeah. It's a baby carry. Go on. Go that way.